Hi everyone, welcome to Worldmakers, and I'm here with Keith Weed, who's the global CMO of Unilever. Unilever, obviously one of the world's largest advertisers. You have thousands of brands around the world. CES is a show that represents the intersection of communication technology. What have you found really valuable about being here at CES?
Well, it's great to be here and here at CES, and I think like everyone else, just amazed by the breadth and depth of technology. Now, we're a mass market consumer goods business. We're engaging with 2 billion consumers every day. For me, I need to understand where those consumers are going. How do they consume media? How do they live their lives? How do they interact with our brands? So coming here for me is trying to understand where's it all going and how can we better get closer to our consumers in how they live their lives and how they will live their lives.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting, I know from personal experience and working with you over the years that you are very challenging in the best sense of the word with all the agencies, because you're really trying to drive the standard in terms of innovation behind communications. And what I see, just in the few times I've been to CES in the last couple of years, but also with the brands that are here, it's really about the intersection of social with communications and how to use social. And you just mentioned earlier that you've spent some time with Facebook today. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, while we're here, we're also meeting with our digital partners. So we've met with Twitter and Google and Facebook and Apple, etc. So we're using the opportunity because they're all here. In fact, we're also having our digital advisory board tomorrow with various people who are here. Again, it attracts a lot of people. It's a little bit like a Cannes or a Davos. Everyone who is everyone in this area is here. And what we're looking to do is seeing ways how we can continue to innovate.
There's always been a lot of discussion, I think 4 or 5 years ago, about TV being in one box and digital being in another. And now it seems like the promise of convergence is really being brought to fruition because of the multiplicity of devices, because of social and so on. How has your view of TV changed when you think about all the influence technology has had on you and how you look at brands and their communications?
Yeah, you're so right. The connectivity and everything joining up changes it completely. Right now, our view is looking sort of over here at traditional advertising, which is a very unhelpful title anyway, which throws TV and magazines and cinema and radio together. And then you have the digital across here, which is equally unhelpful because it throws together mobile and search and social. But when you have a connected TV, in fact, that's us now one platform, and we're going to have to think sort of one platform much more in how we engage with our consumers and how we build campaigns.
And what's also interesting about Unilever is, yes, you have brands around the world, but you're so strong in the developing and emerging markets compared to so many other companies that we work with. And I think about the role of mobile in those markets, which is really kind of the ultimate promise, the internet in terms of access. How has that influenced you in terms of marketing and the importance of mobile?
Yeah, I think it's very exciting. You're completely right, more than half our business is in the developing and emerging markets, and these are clearly big growth markets. We were talking earlier about television. There's 1.5 billion televisions in the world. There are 5 billion mobiles. I think it gives us sort of an idea of the connectivity and the possibilities there.
So what's the inspiration you would say to all the people you work with, whether it's partners and whether it's PR, advertising agencies, digital agencies, in terms of what your aspirations are for the brands at Unilever in terms of representing a certain standard with innovation and communication?
But what innovation does, I think, is everyone learns from innovation, and it pulls people in. So the people we're working with, whether it be the agencies or the media companies, or indeed our people as well. And if we can come up with new innovations that can give Unilever that sort of first chance of getting in, for instance, we did some great work with Apple on the iAd. We've done more ads in more countries than anyone else on the iAd platform. But in doing that, we learnt a lot. We know more about that sort of mobile interactive ads than a lot of companies right now. And that makes me an opportunity to sort of get out there and be that little bit further ahead. And when you do that, then you have a chance of winning. If you're behind, you have no chance of winning.
Well, Keith, that's why I think you're a world maker, and I really appreciate the time you spent with us on our show today.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it. All the best.
And thank you for joining us on World Makers.